Did you call bank? I called game.
What's up, Pack Nation? It is Pack Gaming here. Sorry if I sound a little weird. My jaw's like all messed up. If you saw my live stream last night, all of a sudden I was just like, I'm dying. But today I want to talk about free agents. So I know this free agency has been popping, but it's not over. There's still some players who are restricted or even unrestricted who have not signed to any teams yet. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 most important players that have not been signed according to NBA 2K18. I'm going to start off at number 5 with Carmelo Anthony, one of my favorite players in the NBA. Even though he had a struggling season last season, it wasn't as bad as you guys think. So yes, Carmelo Anthony scored way less last season, but he also shot a lot less. And even though he had a worse field goal percentage, it wasn't like dramatically worse either. And if he's put in the right system, I still think Melo could be a pretty solid player. I don't think he's going to be like a 20 point per game player anymore, but I think he could be a solid role player to help the team. He was averaging 16 points per game and 6 rebounds last season, but he was only averaging 1 assist. That's not very good. He was also making the most threes he's ever made in his career, but he also shot the most threes he ever shot in his career. Now, OKC does not want him anymore. Like, they're done with him. And he had a meeting with the Rockets and the Heat, but Mike D'Antoni, the coach of the Rockets, just announced like today that he left the Knicks when he was a coach for the Knicks because he didn't like Carmelo. So I don't think Melo's going to the Rockets. And the Heat, I don't know why he would want to go to a team that he doesn't really think is going to win that many games. No offense to Heat fans, like, they're not completely bad, but I don't think he's going to help the team that much. I personally think he's going to try to go to the Lakers with LeBron and accept that role, but he's going to have to take a lot less money. That's the only team I even see him even thinking about. But what do you guys think about him? Leave it in the comments below. At number 4, we have Celtics player Marcus Smart. He is 24 years old and he is a restricted free agent, which means if another team offers him something, the Celtics have the right to match that contract. So he could stay in Boston, and in my opinion, he should stay with the Celtics. However, the Kings have expressed interest in Marcus Smart, so he might go to Sacramento. He averaged 10 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists last season, and he is the 6th best player on the Celtics right now. This dude has great energy, which means he's a really important player to bring off the bench, and this dude's only going to get better throughout his career, and he's a great defender. His offense isn't amazing, but I think any team that gets him is going to be really helpful. At number 3, it is 81 overall Isaiah Thomas. He was playing for the Lakers. Now he is a free agent. So from what I can see, the Lakers don't exactly want him back anymore. They don't really have the money for him, and they just don't think that he fits the system. They already have 2 point guards with Rondo and Lonzo. They don't need another one. The rumor was that he was going with the Magic. That might be a thing that happens. Honestly, it'd be good for him to go to the East because the East is just a way worse conference. It'd be a good idea for him to go there. And remember when he was struggling with that hip injury? That was probably why he was doing so bad. Not so bad, but just not as good as the year before. But he's healthy now, and he was starting to play a little better at the end of the season last year. Last season, he averaged 16 points per game and 5 rebounds. And I do think that Isaiah Thomas still has something in the tank. I still think he can bring something to the table to any team. If he went to the Magic, he would be tied for the 2nd best player on the team with Aaron Gordon. At number 2, it is Jabari Parker. He is an 82 overall, only 23 years old, and is the 4th best player on the Bucks right now. He is a restricted free agent again, so if a team offers him something, the Bucks can match it. But the problem with Jabari Parker is that he's injury prone. This guy gets hurt a lot. And even though the Bucks probably need him, he unfollowed the Bucks and Giannis on Instagram, which doesn't mean a lot, but it means that he's kind of like separating from them. The Kings are interested in him just like they're interested in Marcus Smart. This dude averaged 13 points per game and 5 rebounds last season. But again, he was injured a lot that year, and he didn't play that many minutes. The year before, he averaged 20 points per game, and I still think he can average 20 points per game, but we shall see what happens with Jabari. And at number 1, someone I feel like we talk about all the time on this channel, Clint Capella. He is the 3rd best player on the Rockets, 86 overall, and he is a restricted free agent. Here's the problem with Clint Capella. He wants a lot of money. The Rockets can't offer him that much money, but no one can offer him that much money, or at least very few teams. I have no clue what team could get him besides the Rockets. Like I said, he's the 3rd best player on the Rockets right now. The Rockets really need him. He's one of the biggest reasons why they succeed. He averages 14 points per game, 11 rebounds, 2 blocks a game. He's one of the best big men in the NBA, and it would be dumb for the Rockets to not try to bring him back. That is it for this list, guys. Who do you think goes where? Leave it in the comments below, and if you like my channel, give it a sub, and I'll see you guys next time.
Did you call bank?